2024, without a doubt, is going to be the year we get more Kingdom Hearts 4 news and even, I dare say, the release date. Yeah, that's right, I'm going there. With the release of Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, there won't be anything holding Square Enix back. And so get ready for an amazing trailer showing us everything we can hope for. So when it comes to Kingdom Hearts 4 and thinking about it like this is a real game, it isn't a weird dream. It's coming out and with a completely new beginning for the Kingdom Hearts series. And for those who don't know or understand, the inclusion of the world of Quadratum and the uncharted waters that Sora's new adventure will take him and his ally he meets along the way. And with Quadratum comes a new world art style, and that style is a more detailed / Final Fantasy style. And so many people have been debating on whether this implies that the worlds included into Kingdom Hearts 4 will be strictly live action based. Well, let's get into it. But before I begin today's video, I would like to quickly ask if you enjoyed the video at all, please consider hitting the like button as well as the bell icon to help notify you when I upload another Kingdom Hearts video. And if you really like me, then maybe, just maybe, consider hitting the subscribe button. Regardless, I hope you all enjoy it, and let's get into it. So when it comes to viewing the only trailer we have for Kingdom Hearts 4, we can see a world that I'm sure many people at this point know to be Endor from Star Wars Episode 6 Return of the Jedi. For those who don't know why, it's due to a silver object seen in the trailer that looks to be the foot of an AT-ST like we have seen from the Battle of Endor itself. Along with Kingdom Hearts 4 obviously going for a more detailed style, like I said, to be more Final Fantasy-esque when it comes to Quadratum, it makes sense that due to Square doing a lot of work when it comes to this new style, to use Disney properties that could reuse some similar assets. Especially when you think about the fact that something like the Gummy Ship will not be available, and it leaves us to wonder how exactly Sora would be able to travel to these different worlds from Quadratum. And sure, there could be a story reason as to how Sora is able to explore worlds that are connected to Quadratum. However, due to Sora's fate being a big deal, he is obviously trapped in Quadratum. He is stuck, with no way out it seems. And so I saw really cool ideas where people were speculating on how these different live action properties could be implemented into different sections of Quadratum itself. So let's say Sora would be able to go to a park that's located in Shibuya, and that's where Star Wars' Endor could take place, and so on. It's a pretty interesting idea. Let's go over what properties could be possible when it comes to being in a live action specific Kingdom Hearts game. So obviously Star Wars and Marvel, 100%, right? Like this is no debate. I obviously feel like Star Wars will be in this. So obviously Episode 6, Return of the Jedi, Battle of Endor, it makes sense. Again, I would love to know like how exploring these worlds is going to happen. I made a whole video about how I would like Star Wars to be implemented into Kingdom Hearts. I'll like link it somewhere or whatever. But Return of the Jedi is a really good choice, and a lot of the themes are interesting to be in Kingdom Hearts 4 itself. Obviously, we would have an amazing Darth Vader battle, and maybe even Super Boss, which it's Darth Vader, like you have to. The inclusion of finally like a lightsaber keyblade, it just makes your head spin. Now, when it comes to something like Marvel, that's a little bit more interesting and difficult. I guess the big one that would have to happen would obviously be maybe like an Avengers film. So possibly Avengers 1. This one I would actually like to know what other people think about down in the comments, because when it comes to Marvel, nothing off the top of my head screams Kingdom Hearts exactly. I mean, and there's so much to choose from. Like Marvel is just putting so much content out there, like it's a little bit too hard to keep up with. And so yeah, for me, I would definitely say that I would go Avengers 1. It's a very grounded film. I'm gonna be honest, man, seeing Sora interact with like Cap, Iron Man, you know, Hulk, Widow, Hawkeye, it'd be so cool. And even though I would love to see him interact with someone like Spider-Man, that just won't happen since that's like, you gotta go through Sony. So like you have Marvel, you know, it's a nightmare. I don't think that'll happen, but I mean, honestly, like also thinking about Marvel, right? And like, let's say summons, right? So let's say like if we go back to Star Wars, what would be a Star Wars summon? Well, I feel like Baby Yoda. Sorry, that's old. Grogu, right? I feel like Grogu would be such an interesting summon to have. Like he can just be like a protection ally. So obviously like he would use the Force and like these abilities to make sure you don't take any damage and so on. I feel like I would like to see that. However, no, I think they would possibly do that, considering that's like more like new Star Wars. And then with the Marvel summons, I mean, you can do anything. Like you could do the entire Avengers lineup where like each one of them attacks. It's interesting to see if these summons will be like in Kingdom Hearts 3, where basically in Kingdom Hearts 3 they are pretty much like almost a spirit that resides with Sora. Besides Meow Wow, they weren't always there, it seems, because like they looked holographic. I could see that. For Marvel, I would love Spider-Man summon, but again, you gotta go through Sony, which that's a nightmare. Jungle Book 2016. So again, if this is gonna be a specific live action game, I could see them wanting to implement the classic Disney films to have that more Disney feeling. And so I could definitely see Jungle Book being one. However, I know a lot of people, including myself, want to see like original Disney animation Jungle Book. We almost got it in Birth by Sleep. You know, it's tough. I feel like if it's gotta eventually come. So I don't think Jungle Book could happen. Again, if you're thinking about like if these are specific districts or like parts of Quadratum that Sora would just go to, and it's like you're now part of this new world or whatever. When you think of jungle biome, like I don't see that at all, personally. Mary Poppins, right? You have to, right? Mary Poppins is it's very old for nowadays, but I mean, when I think of live action Disney, I think of Mary Poppins, and I think it'd be really cool to see like her, the characters like flying in the air like Chimney. Maybe that could be like a traversal option. Like maybe like these specific characters could give you different traversal options for Quadratum itself. I would love to see the penguins just, you know, dancing and whatnot. It would be a lot of fun. Pete's Dragon 2016. I never saw this one. So I have no knowledge of this. It'd be cool to see a dragon. That's all I know. There's someone named Pete and there's a dragon. I don't even think I've seen the original. If I did, it was a long time ago. I mean, hey, it would be cool. So Cinderella 2015. This is interesting. I saw this one oh God, such a long time ago. Holy crap. And honestly, like obviously Cinderella was besides being a Princess of Heart in Kingdom Hearts 1 and so on, she was a world for Birth by Sleep. So obviously you would say, oh no, that's not possible because you already did it. However, it wasn't Sora who visited the Cinderella world. So I could see Sora visiting a live action version of Cinderella. And it actually would be an interesting thing if like, you know, he has met Cinderella before. So he could kind of have this narrative or like conversation of like, it's interesting that there is my Cinderella, right? The animated Cinderella. And then now there is this live action one, like what is going on? That could be a very interesting thing they want to go down. Depends if they want to kind of tackle that. I think Cinderella 2015 would be cool. Again, I don't think a specific world, but maybe the characters. Cruella 2021. Now, obviously, there is the 101 and 102 Dalmatians film from 1996 to 2000. Those ones are very old. Those are like old. I don't think it really counts. Cruella was really, I think, popular. I loved it. It's another one, you know, one of those stories where it makes the villain not look so villainy, right? She's still like, I guess, technically bad. Here's the thing though. All right, I only want this because of one reason: Emma Stone. All right, obviously not gonna be voiced by Emma Stone, but Mulan 2020, another one I have not seen. It's very, from what I've seen in terms of like the debate and the talks, it's very controversial, right? There's no singing in it. I don't think it would fit in this kind of world of like these different sections being this. It's very old, you know, obviously it's like ancient China and whatnot. So I don't think Mulan, live action Mulan will be happening. Christopher Robin 2018. Hey, listen, if you've seen some of my videos, right, for Kingdom Hearts, I love Pooh. I love Winnie the Pooh so much. He's a staple in Kingdom Hearts since the beginning. All right, his time might be up. However, if you do want to bring in, you know, the live action versions in terms of like, you know, the stuffed animals themselves from the film, you could have them. Like you can have like a toy store or something with the book and these characters, and like maybe Sora's able to talk to them. It would be pretty interesting to see. Obviously, I don't think he would have Ewan McGregor's Christopher Robin. Obviously, Christopher Robin never really existed in Kingdom Hearts. Like it was always Sora who kind of took that part. This could be different because it's like a different world. But I think it'd be, I would love it, man. I really love it. Beauty and the Beast 2017. I personally love this film so much. It's literally Emma Watson, the Emma's, man. Don't blame me. Again, it's really good. Another thing where like, you know, how would this fit in terms of the different districts? You could a castle on the outskirts, right? That would represent it. Or you could just have like her father's like shop, right? That you could just have her be in it, like, and it's like Belle, but you know, obviously not the Belle that Sora knows a lot, because you know Sora actually, I think besides, actually, I was gonna say Jasmine, he hasn't really interacted with Jasmine as much. With Belle, he's interacted with a lot. I think she is the Princess of Heart, the original Princess of Heart, that he interacted with the most, and so I would think this would be interesting for him to meet another Belle that's like not the one he knows. Little Mermaid 2023. I haven't seen it, right? I don't think it's gonna happen. It would be kind of cool though to have like this underwater portion, like a lagoon or maybe something. Like, you know, obviously Quadratum is modern day Tokyo Shibuya, right? So they want to keep it that realistic thing. I still think though it would be really cool to like have this exaggerated fantasy element implemented into the city, but it's still realistic, right? So you have like, you know, the skyscrapers, the districts, all that you know about Japan, but then it's like this merging of like a lagoon, right? Maybe that lagoon could be part Little Mermaid, part Peter Pan. So you can have like the Skull Rock in the background, maybe have a jungle depending. I think it'd be very cool. Peter Pan and Wendy 2023, don't think it'll happen. If anything, Peter Pan, I think just a reference. Again, like if they do that merging thing, I think Skull Rock as a reference would be really cool. I think we all wish we could have Hook, you know, Robin Williams, to be implemented, but that's not Disney, right? Which is kind of funny because when I was a kid, I would watch that film and I'm like, they talk about story, right? The past. And I'm like, I'm thinking about the Disney film. Like, this is nothing like the Disney film, but I still love the film. Lady and the Tramp 2019. I think this could be very easy. Again, just like within Traverse Town, how Lady and the Tramp are a stained glass. You could do that again, or you could just have these realistic dogs that are just these characters, right? You know, they don't have to talk, whatever. Like, they're just dogs, right? They could, you know, you can just have like a dog park or kennel or whatever that has like tons of different Disney dogs and cats possibly. I think that'd be really cool, honestly. Aladdin 2019. I really love this film. Again, that's tough to implement, right? Like, how would you do that? I know a lot of people are sick of Agrabah. I understand. You could do like magic carpet again, like maybe a store that has like knickknacks from across Disney, but it's like the live action Disney, right? And you could have the magic carpet again. That could be a traversal or like an ability. I'm not too sure. That'd be very interesting to do though. Maleficent 2014. See, Maleficent would be interesting because obviously she's been a little bit backseat, right, in terms of a villain for the Kingdom Hearts series. If you wanted to bring another Maleficent, right, that has the same powers, but it's like she's a different character, right? Obviously, Angelina Jolie's Maleficent is very different from a Disney classic Sleeping Beauty. And to maybe have this other Maleficent and then eventually like you could have them come together and like interact. I'm not too sure. It'd be interesting though, nonetheless. Lion King 2019, don't see happening at all. It'd be cool, just have Pride Rock somewhere. But I could see it as like a summon or something like that. Don't really see it happening. Alice in Wonderland, I will fight for, man. I really love the 2010 Alice in Wonderland live action, you know, with the one with Johnny Depp. It's very weird, very different, it's goofy. But to see like those characters like realistically, it would be really cool, honestly. You could have Mad Hatter's, I don't know, tea shop or something. Or Mad Hatter's hat shop, whatever you want to do. Again, you could just have like specific buildings. I'm not exactly sure. It'd be interesting. You could also have the Queen of Hearts castle somewhere. Dumbo 2019. I feel like that's not too hard to implement. You could just have like a circus on the outskirts of maybe a suburban part of Japan. Again, I know they're probably trying to just stay to the city. Again, there's so much we don't know. We've only had one trailer for like a year plus to like take off to just speculate and see what would happen. I know once we get this next trailer, we will know so much more. And so we'll be able to just make up these new theories, ideas, and everything. Dumbo, you know, I would love to see him as another summon again. It's been a bit. His last summon was in Chain of Memories. And of course, Kingdom Hearts 1. I actually really liked it, so why not? And then of course, Pinocchio 2022. You could do it again. You could have like Geppetto's shop, right? You could easily do that. And in fact, I think I never saw it, but I'm pretty sure the puppet is that original Disney character, but just like physical. So I think that'd be kind of, again, an interesting point of like topic of you're a different Pinocchio, like Sora, right? He's like, you're a different Pinocchio, but you look the same, but you're just different. I don't know. I'm really interested to see what they do. Kingdom Hearts hasn't really had this kind of possible potential before, and I'm just really excited. And I think that's it in terms of, yeah, the known, I guess, most popular live action Disney films. So yeah, just let me know down in the comments what you guys think. I'm very interested to see where we go from here. I gotta see some worlds. Another cool thing, if they're doing Star Wars and Marvel, Indiana Jones, he has been very popular. He had a recent film. They're making a game though for Xbox. I don't know if they would want another thing of indie. That'd be very interesting though. Anyways, let me know what you think down below. As always, I hope you'll have a fantastic night. Thank you for watching and take care.